Our friends at Biscuits for Breakfast Theatre Company are gaining great respect in the UK arts world. Now, they've staged two successful plays at the London Irish Centre, Camden, this year, starring West End performer Sharon Sexton and directed by Cillian O'Donoghue. Now, perhaps the most ambitious project to date is eagerly anticipated as they present the London Irish Short Play Festival at the London Irish Centre in Camden. Thursday 20th to Sunday 23rd of October. You can see londonirishcentre.org for details online now. I'm delighted to welcome Cillian. Cillian, how are you?
I'm not too bad at all. How are you, Jerry?
Not too bad at all. Now, Cillian, it's a pleasure to speak with your personal and indeed professional partner, Sharon Sexton, on the show. Now, you met Sharon from Kildare as students at the Dublin Institute of Technology's Conservatory of Music and Drama, and coined the theatre company name Biscuits for Breakfast, as that was an affordable snack where you and herself could sort of have it in the morning.
That's exactly what it was. I wish it was a lie or some kind of joke, but that's exactly what happened. We sat there one day, poor and broke as most artists are at a very young age, and we said, wouldn't this be the perfect way to show exactly how we are as a company? And so far, so good.
Well done. Now, yourself and Sharon have enjoyed individual and indeed joint success in Ireland and the UK over a 10-year period. And I know you've reflected on a big break you had in 2009 when invited to take part in a festival. How has this sparked your current project in offering a platform to playwrights?
It's pretty much the reason that we started in the first place. Because in 2009-2010, we were asked to do a 20-minute piece for a winter festival for the Irish Dublin Gay Theatre Festival. This is a festival that we'd worked with a few times over the years and had always given us opportunities, but this was the first time we were given the opportunity to actually write something, and it was the first time that we actually wrote something ourselves. We had a 3-week time slot in order to do it, and we put something together, and that happened to be Somewhere Under the Rainbow, the Liza Minnelli story, and that show went from 20 minutes in the winter festival to an hour and 10 in the summer festival, to a 2-hour slot that went to the Olympia in Ireland, toured around Ireland, has been in London, and just did a tour around the UK. And to packed houses and to standing ovations, and that's not bragging, that's just a reality. And that all started because one man gave us an opportunity, Brian Merriman gave us an opportunity to try something out for 20 minutes. And we feel that because we got such joy and success from that, then why not give that opportunity to someone else, pass on the good vibes from us.
Excellent idea. Now, not only did you get a healthy response from writers, but to turn around something as ambitious as this festival, now you signal that input from directors, actors and designers would be welcome. I understand that you've been heartened by the number of volunteers who have actually come forward.
Absolutely, it's been amazing. I mean, obviously, I did My English Tongue, My Irish Heart, which was a show a year ago now in the London Irish Centre. And as soon as we were there, there was a great amount of people who came to support the show. And that's why myself and Sharon decided to kind of work with them for our last show, A Fit Wife for Revolutionary. And again, we were actually shocked about how the support that we got. It's not that it wasn't expected, but it's always surprising the amount of people that come to help us. And I think we've kind of built up our name there over the last while. And because of that, I think, and also because of, again, just the London Irish Centre as a community base, the word's been spread very well, very fast, and it's astonishing how many people have come in, from lighting directors, sound technicians, to writers themselves, actors who are interested, directors who want to help, even producers and production managers who are willing to give a hand to something because they know that it's a good cause. It's something that everyone wins at, and they know that they're going to be part of something that could be quite special.
Indeed,
and that's why we're getting something.
It actually gives a window to several talented individuals. Now, the closing date actually for entries closed on the 9th of September. Now, I must admit that yourself and Sharon had to be extremely process efficient, shall we say, to try and whittle it all down and get it all organised in a short space of time.
It was indeed. I'll be honest with you. That was one of the times we sat down, and myself and the whole committee, the Biscuits Breakfast Committee, we sat down together, and we had to go through every single one line by line. And as you said, we were again stunned by how many applications we got. And and they're such wonderful, such an eclectic mix. And it was important to us that we had to find, plays that suited all demographics, because again, what the whole point of this festival is about inclusion, not separation or not division. It's all about inclusion. So we wanted to make sure that we had a good, strong demographic, a good, different, eclectic mix of plays, and that's what we found. But that is a tough ask. And we did sit down and we went through every single line of every single one, and we debated and we argued over pieces. And it was a wonderful, wonderful time. It was intense and it was hard, but absolutely worth it.
I'd well believe it. Pretty tough stuff. Now, provided the infrastructure for new writers in terms of funding, rehearsal, and indeed venue space and marketing of the London Irish Short Play Festival, you've given all these people a breakthrough, allowed them to be creative and concentrate on creative aspects rather than sort of the burden of practicalities. You're obviously got a sort of a positive attitude out of the whole thing.
Absolutely. I think also you have to remember, and that's one of the reasons why it's a short play festival as opposed to taking one show and trying to produce that, because finances are always going to be the biggest issue in theatre. You'll always find people who are willing to push through and work the extra hours for less money or no money in some cases. So those like-minded people are always going to be accepted, but getting the group together or getting such like-minded people was probably one of the best aspects of it.
Indeed. Now, your own productions, which will be hugely successful, as you mentioned about Liza and also A Fit Wife, the amount of research and attention to detail assured success. Now, it helped me to adapt material for others. Is there a knack to making sure that their vision translates onto the stage to get the very best out of them and what they're producing? Well,
there is and there isn't. In certain aspects, what we have is we've got the 10 years of experience of learning how to produce shows on our own, how to write shows on our own, and how to find... When myself and Sharon did the Liza Minnelli story, I would write a chunk of the script, and then I would go into a room with Sharon, and there was a very organic process of me and her tussling it out to find out that for something that worked for both of us, and that was always our aim. There had to be a high standard, and it had to work for both of us in order for it to stay in. And that organic process worked extremely well for Liza. It worked extremely well for A Fit Wife, for Revolutionary. And if we take that same mentality into what we're working with here, the aim will always be to negotiate with people to find the best way to get an overall view of a show. Because we don't want it to be 6 separate shows. We're going to work very hard to make it one overall experience. And that's important to us. But we also don't want to lose any of the characteristics or the details that the directors wanted and the writers want. So it's a matter of going into a room, negotiating it out, finding an organic style of making it work, and then getting the best for everyone, where everyone wins and everyone's happy. And that's always the aim.
Indeed. Now, our website, irishradio.org, carries details of the London Irish Short Play Festival, 20th to 23rd of October. Bookings now can be made, as I said, at the londonirishcentre.org. Themes explored include emigration, crack folklore with broad appeal. Now, Cillian, could you run us through the title and the name of the writer of each play?
We can indeed. We've got the Gold of Buggerah, which is by Pete Brassett. We have Plain Speak by the wonderful Dorothy Cotter. We have Dear Michael by Brenda Canahan. Recession in 1884 by Brendan Kenny. We have Home is Calling by Siúan McNally. And we have The Parting Glass by Martin McNamara. And what's wonderful about all these things is, again, we talked about the kind of eclectic group and the different types of people. We have people here who have written plays for the first time. We have people here who have been writing plays for years. We have someone who had a play in their drawer for the last 12 years. And they just brought it out because they thought it would suit this show, or this production. So it's absolutely wonderful, the diverse nature that we're getting all these in from.
Indeed, sounds it. Cillian, listen, we're pleased to hear the news of your latest venture, and no doubt you'll have another success on your hands, and another success at a venture involving other people and showcasing other great talents. Cillian, listen, it's been lovely to speak with you.
And you, sir. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you indeed, and listen, lots of success.
Thank you very much, sir.